Hello and welcome to another episode, well actually this is my first episode, of Creepy Gaming. And it's actually Creepypasta Haunted Gaming. But anyways, I'm not trying to, hate off anyone who's making these videos or whatever. But anyways, let's get straight to the point. Welcome to Creepypasta Haunted Gaming. Gameboy Camera Secrets. I'm sure y'all all know or have heard of the Game Boy camera, which actually made its way into the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's smallest camera. Well, see, there were a few things about it that no one really knew until after they purchased the thing. Well, it was basically the smallest, it was just revolutionary. I mean, it was just the best camera you could get at that time that was that small. And the technology, you could actually play games and everything with it. Well, one of the very first people who bought it, it was a kid. And according to the Creepypasta, or one of the Creepypastas, because there's very many, he was just fooling around in the menu when he accidentally hit run. And thinking it would run a game or something, after about a minute or two after the screen froze, it played the sound you just heard and featured one of the faces, and it displayed, "Who are you running from?" Now just put yourself in his position. You're a kid playing a normal game that's not supposed to be disturbing, and a face like that pops up with the music and the message, "Who are you running from?" According to the rest of it, the kid threw down the Game Boy and never played any more games again. He was scarred for life. And some of you people may find these faces funny. It's okay. I mean, those faces, there's a couple that scare me, and there's a couple that just look retarded. But it scared kids because they did not expect that to happen. Sort of like, I guess you could call it a screamer, because that's exactly what it was for its time. A screamer. Well, after a while, people started to press run also, and that's how this originated. Well, Nintendo actually had these other faces that were from Japan. And they said, no, we cannot use these faces. These faces are Japan creepy. We need American creepy. For children, seriously, what is wrong with Nintendo if they're going to put creepy faces like that into a children's game? I think Nintendo just meant for it to be a joke, but still, that's twisted. I guess you could call it like a joke. Because I guess it would be kind of funny if you were expecting a face like that. If you click run and it says, "Who are you running from?" I guess that would be kind of funny. But the faces that they have are just twisted. But anyways, there was also one picture that had this weird music to it. And it says, "You're now crossing the equator," or something like that. And that doesn't scare me. See, that's what I mean by a joke. However, some of these faces are just plain out scary. Well, not only the run option, but if you had no blank frames, which is where you could print or whatever, it would actually pop up a face, and it was commonly used as the girl picture. And it would say no blank frames, and it would play the same music, and every single time it played the music, it was followed by Mario, the show, a little clip from it, and it disturbed people. Well, sometimes if you were in the middle of a game and it was taking too long to load, or it just suddenly stopped, it would play the same music and the same face, and it would say error. there was a lot of creepy things going on with the game, especially some of the animations. Like, some of the games that you play have creepy faces and creepy bodies and just creepy things. But that's just the nature, I guess, of it. I mean, it's weird, but some of the things in there are cool. And even if you did manage to somehow get past the faces, you weren't safe at all. Every corner or every button you press, there is still a chance that one of those faces would pop up. And it scared children, especially little children. But when you played the game, let's say you managed to get past the games and you were viewing pictures, if you were to beat some specific games, or if you were to do some specific actions, it would start putting pictures of random stuff in your album, which you did not take. That's creepy. None of the faces were scary as the ones used in the run, but it was still borderline scary. But anyways, as the creepypasta goes, many people started noticing it, and the popularity for the Game Boy camera actually died. But however, people still did buy it, and people still did use it. It just died down in love. And so, therefore, Nintendo actually just, did not come out with a second one, didn't plan to start with, but they thought about it. Just imagine if they did come out with a second one. That would just be the most disturbing thing ever. Well, now that we have all these electronics, the camera looks like nothing, but it was one of the greatest cameras of its time. Because it made its name into the Guinness Book of World Records, therefore it was really good. But, even some children, they didn't even have to do anything. They could just start up the menu and, let's say, set the Game Boy camera down to go eat, go use the bathroom, whatever. And if they waited too long, an error would pop up, because the game would actually think that it's glitching out because it's not moving. Therefore, the face would pop up, and when they come back, that's what they would see along with the music. And this time, there was a different thing. It would not play the little Mario thing. It would keep on until you actually press A or turn off the power, which just disturbs me. However, it wasn't the borderline creepy faces. It was usually the girl or the equator thing, but still, point being. There's not much to this creepypasta other than the faces that were put in there. But a lot of children were scarred from this and did not ever play it again. But luckily, my cousin, he actually had one when he was littler. And, he says he did anyway. I'm not sure if he did or not. But I asked him the other day if he ever encountered anything like that. And he said, he didn't. So, that's good. But even if you play it for a long period of time, you manage to, get past all that, there's still a chance you will see that. And it had a printer you could hook up to it. I'm not sure if this is true or not. I'm reading this off a website right now. It says that sometimes if there was an error while printing, it would print out that face. And basically you just wasted that paper. And that face, usually it was printed kind of big. So, and it was accompanied by the phrase, "Who are you running from?" at the top. But that hardly ever happened, according to the website. But that's still creepy. I could just imagine, buying this new camera that, you're just all happy and you plug it in there and a face pops up. That really just disturbs me. And the music, see, if one of those faces popped up, because, they have stars and little hearts and little decorations on them, popped up with some, I don't know, some Mario music or something like that, or something less creepy, I guess, in a way, it would actually be kind of, good to see those faces. But it just, the music intensifies it, and not only the music, but the screen around it is completely pitch black, and that adds on to the fear. And it happens for a long period of time, and that adds on to the fear. And not only that, but just the picture I mean, it's not small, it's big, so it actually pops up. And that adds on to the fear as well. So if you were to take off any music, that would still be a little scary. Put maybe a rainbow background, I don't know, whatever color you choose, and actually minimize the photo, it wouldn't be as scary at all. And take off that phrase. I mean, who are you running from? Yeah, that's a good joke, I guess, but it's obvious. You're running from the picture that's trying to get you. One picture, it's got a guy with his finger in his mouth. I mean, that doesn't look scary, that just looks retarded. But some of the other ones, like the ones with like no eyes, grinning, or the girl, or you know, the one with the U underlined in the previous photo. I mean, that's just creepy. I mean, yeah, there are some other creepy photos that popped up, but there's basically the main three, which is the guy with his fingers in his mouth, the guy with almost no eyes, and the girl. But according to the website, those other pictures have popped up before and scared the crap out of people. Well, that's all I gotta say about this creepypasta. My next creepypasta will be Lavender Town. Thanks for watching.